Today we're diving into this fascinating video titled Jimmy Dore, The Betrayal of America First, where Jimmy Dore, mixes his stand up roots with political commentary.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's something really intriguing about how he dissects that so called America First ideology, right?
Exactly. It's like he outlines how the term America First, which originally had a populist ring to it, seems to have been, well, betrayed by the very people who were supposed to defend it.
Right. And isn't it interesting how he, well, uses his comedy to really challenge the mainstream narrative?
Oh, totally. You see, Jimmy Dore's approach is like a blend of humor and hard hitting critique. He points out that what was once supposed to represent genuine American interests is now co opted by elites and corporate interests.
Yeah. So, when he talks about betrayal, is he really saying that the original intent of America First has been completely lost?
Right, it's like, well, the original idea was to protect American workers and interests, but over time it's been twisted into a slogan that often serves the strategic interests of political establishments rather than the everyday citizen.
Yep, I get that. So then, how does he argue that this betrayal happened? What are some of the key factors he brings up?
He dives into several elements, like, for example, policy shifts, where trade and foreign policy were essentially realigned in favor of powerful lobbies. It's like he suggests that the ideological promise was sold out by a political class that quickly embraced globalist interests over traditional nationalistic ones.
That's really something. And I guess he also touches on how the media plays into this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The media, as he paints it, often reinforces this narrative by sidelining dissenting voices and framing America First as sort of a relic out of sync with the modern political climate.
Yeah, that's key. But don't you think that this kind of argument might be a bit, I don't know, oversimplified? I mean, isn't it true that politicization and media bias have always been, well, an issue regardless of the topic?
It's a fair critique, however. Jimmy Dore really pushes the point that specifically with America First, there's this unique disconnect. Like, it's not just generic media bias, it's the erosion of a supposed foundational principle, which should have offered protection to the common man, but instead has become, well, a convenient slogan for power shifts.
I see. And his background as a comedian kind of gives him that edge in getting his message across without sounding too dry, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like his comedy style makes it approachable. He can, make you laugh one moment and then hit you with a heavy dose of political reality the next.
Exactly, yeah. So, diving a bit deeper, what are some of the specific policies or decisions he highlights that underscore this betrayal?
Well, he points to, for instance, trade policies that supposedly prioritized American jobs but ended up benefiting multinational corporations. It's like an ironic twist. And then there's the whole idea of foreign entanglements that contradict the isolationist sentiment America First once embodied.
But isn't it a bit common in politics? I mean, allegiances shift, and politicians often, well, compromise on idealistic slogans.
True, true. But what makes his argument compelling is how he frames it as a significant departure from the original promise. It's like saying, hey, this wasn't just a minor pivot, it was a full on betrayal of a core principle.
Yeah, I see. And then there's Glenn Deason's presence, right? Since his channel is featuring this discussion, it adds an extra layer of context with his expertise in international affairs.
Exactly. Glenn Deason, being a professor of Russian international affairs with a knack for geoeconomics, injects a broader perspective. He ties in how these domestic political shifts have global ramifications, especially when you consider the competition with powers like China and Russia.
That's really interesting. So, in a way, the betrayal isn't just about domestic policy, but also about how America is engaging on the world stage.
Precisely. It suggests that the abandonment of the original America First tenets has inadvertently left the country vulnerable to foreign influence and,
Right,
well,
exactly.
strategic challenges.
Do you think this video, with its mix of humor and sharp critique, manages to capture that complexity effectively?
I think so, yeah. It's like he uses humor as a tool to break down these complex issues into bite sized pieces that are easier for his audience to digest while still challenging them to think critically.
Yeah, and that duality is what really sets his approach apart. Being funny yet unflinchingly serious about the critique.
Exactly. And there's an underlying question he raises: who truly benefits from the way America First has been repurposed? Is it really the everyday citizen, or is it just a smokescreen for maintaining power dynamics that favor the elite?
That's the crux of it. Now, I wonder if his portrayal might come across to some as too one sided. I mean, politics is rarely black and white, isn't it?
That's a good point. There are definitely critics who argue that his take can oversimplify deeply nuanced issues. However, his strength lies in stirring debate and forcing us to confront the uncomfortable truths behind political slogans.
And I'd say stirring debate is exactly what's needed. Because if we don't question these narratives, we're likely to just keep accepting them at face value.
Absolutely. And it's interesting how the video also hints at the idea that the betrayal might not even be accidental. It could be strategic. It's like a deliberate pivot to appeal to certain power blocks while discarding the foundational values once associated with the term.
Right, it really makes you think about whether America First was ever about prioritizing the average citizen or if it was always destined to be, well, reshaped for political convenience.
Yeah, it's like once you put a slogan out there, its meaning can be hijacked. Originally, it was built to promise economic justice and national sovereignty, but over time, the focus shifted to, well, simply a rhetorical tool in political maneuvering.
That's a sharp observation. Do you think there's any chance we'll see a resurgence of the original America First ideals? Or is it too far gone at this point?
It's a tough call. It's like on one hand, there's a growing disillusionment with current political practices that could fuel a revival. On the other hand, the entrenched interests and the propaganda machine have, well, co-opted the term so effectively, it might be almost impossible to revert to its original intentions.
Yeah, that's a dilemma. And this makes me wonder if the solution might lie in redefining the term altogether, rather than trying to resurrect it in its old form.
Exactly. Maybe the debate itself should pivot towards crafting a new narrative that truly reflects the needs and aspirations of the people. A narrative that combines the best of economic pragmatism with genuine national pride.
Yeah, that would actually be really refreshing. A kind of synthesis of ideology and practicality.
Right. And if more voices like Jimmy Dores keep pushing these questions, it could inspire a broader critical reassessment of our political discourse. There's a power in
absolutely.
challenging established narratives.
It's certainly a call to action for citizens to demand accountability in how political ideas are used and, well, sometimes misused.
Exactly. And that's where the beauty of mixing humor with political analysis comes in. It not only entertains but also encourages us to think critically about where our values are headed.
And I think that even if one doesn't fully agree with every angle presented, the conversation itself is invaluable.
For sure, at the end of the day, it's this kind of debate that keeps a healthy democracy alive, challenging us to reassess what America First really means
Right,
in our
exactly.
current era.
So, yeah, it's a complex tapestry, mixing ideology, power, and sometimes betrayal, but it's good that voices like Jimmy Dore and experts like Glenn Deason are keeping the dialogue open.
Absolutely. And as we wrap up, it's clear that whether you see it as a betrayal or a natural evolution, it's definitely a conversation worth having.